close my eyes and I can see a world that's waiting up for me, that I call my own. Through the dark, through the door, through where no one's been before, but it feels like home. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say I've lost my mind. I don't care, so call me crazy. We can live in a world that we design. 'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. Oh, a million dreams for the world we're gonna make.
10 years ago, the Soroti Cricket Academy began a journey that no one could have imagined, not even its founder. It has grown to make a name for itself in Ugandan cricket and left a lasting impact on the women's national team. What began as a simple passion project has grown into a replicable model and a source of hope, opportunity, and transformation, positively impacting the lives of young boys and girls in Soroti. A lot has been achieved, many challenges overcome, and invaluable lessons learned along the way. As we reflect on this remarkable decade, we hear from individuals who have lived and shaped this journey.
My name is Felix Musana. I'm the chairman and founder Soroti Cricket Academy. One thing for sure, I love the game of cricket. My passion is so deep that even during my time in high school, whenever I got an opportunity to coach and teach someone cricket.
Felix and cricket are two things that were meant for each other. I've never seen anybody love anything more than Felix loves cricket. I met Felix in 2005 in high school, London College. And London College at that time did not even have a cricket program. Felix single-handedly pushed whatever walls needed to be pushed to get permission from the admin to start off the game of cricket. So he single-handedly started the game of cricket in St. Lawrence. From London College, it later spread, I think, to the other schools, and he was single-handedly there. And the passion he had, you could just see it, feel it was so infectious. I also ended up trying to learn cricket, learn scoring, and even me, that's how I developed the love and understanding and comprehension of the game. Because he has that level of infectious passion for the game. And I was not surprised, because even when we went to university, he would collect guys and rally all of us to come and play cricket, shadow cricket, try this and try that. And so, as a crew, as friends, we started to even appreciate cricket. So the more time you spend with Felix, you cannot help but also end up, feeling the love that he has for cricket. I mean, he would literally go to Lugogo to play cricket games and go to class in the evening. So I think that thing where he learned, the cricket that he learned, developed from Butiki. I don't know what it was that it was injected in him, but that love for cricket really is the reason why the Soroti Cricket Academy is in existence up to today.
I never saw myself formally having an academy, but all this came to pass in 2014 While I was working in Soroti, I happened to come across a group of cricketers playing the game at Soroti Sports Ground, and these cricketers lacked cricket equipment, lacked a coach.
We never had the equipment for playing, let me say the shoes, the bats, the balls. We used to play with the bats without grips, and then the stumps, there were no proper stumps.
So when I saw them playing, I joined them, and when I joined them, my nature to help people get better at cricket. That's how this all started. So when I met them, I was touched that they could play this game without the bare minimums, and I offered to start supporting. So I told myself on my next return from Kampala, I should come back with equipment, and also I offered to always be around to help them get better as a coach. So that is how Soroti Cricket Academy started.
As fate would have it, Musana fulfilled his promise by providing proper cricket equipment and taking on the role of both coach and player. He shared tips on bowling, batting, handling the ball to deliver specific deliveries, and holding a bat, among other basics, long before he eventually decided to hire a coach to provide structured drills.
My first training session is actually very funny because it was a Saturday morning and we were in class. We were just, like in school, then they send you in the morning on Saturday to go to class and read your books and so, yeah. So I was seated in the front row. Then there were people who were making noise, school. So this teacher comes to class and he starts beating all the people in front. He's like, "Why are you making noise? This." And I was innocent. I wasn't making any noise. So I get pissed, I get so mad, and I walk out of class. So when I walk out, I was going towards the dormitory end. So I get these people playing a sport. Those of Akiteng, Hope, Mildred, yeah, I get them playing. So I'm like, but why are these people playing? And we are in class regular. So I go to them, I ask them, guys, what's this? They're like, you have good height, you can play the game well, yeah. And Mr. Tieko, they're like, you can be like Apio Joyce Mary, she has very good face, she's yeah. I'm like, okay, show me what to do. So Nabwana gives me the ball, she tells me, this is how you hold it, this is how you throw the ball, and pull up.
I remember when Felix came, I was like, you guys, today let us divide. We're going to play boys facing girls, but we're few.
Yeah.
So they mixed me in the boys' side. Yeah. So I was with them. So I like, okay. So Felix started, we played. So actually the worst part of it was we're bowling. So someone bowled, Felix was batting, just tossing the ball like this. The guy got out, started quarreling, was like, you guys, this is not how they ball, what. So like, okay. So actually, they changed how I was bowling.
Yeah.
Yes. Remember I used to bowl like this? Hey. Yes. Then that's how actually they changed my bowling. Yeah. So when we played that first game, so it was a player as a coach as well. Yeah.
You see me when I had just started playing, so people used to call me seasonal cricketer. Yeah, because I used to go sometimes I don't. So one day Ande comes and he coaches us. So during a team meeting, he tells me, this sport you can't just play it because you want. You can't come here. Like if you want to come and play cricket when you're serious, come and play when you're serious. So the guy was so mad at me, and I'm like, okay, I better get serious. And yeah, that year they picked a team to come and play schools week in Kampala, and I wasn't in the team, and that was the very day we were going home for holiday. So like most of my friends were going to Kampala and I'm going to the village. I also wanted to be in that team going to Kampala. Yeah, so I'm like, okay, I need to work hard. Next time this team is going to Kampala, I'm going with them. I was in the team the next time.
Our academy started from a very small number. Like I said, it started from a group of 4 people playing cricket at Soroti Sports Ground to now where it is right now, where we are working with 18 primary schools and 7 secondary schools in Soroti, as well as having 3 cricket clubs from Soroti playing in the National League where our boys and girls play cricket.
My name is David Storina, where I work with Uganda Cricket Association in the capacity of development manager. The academy has actually come through in leaps and bounds. If you look at it from the onset, when it started as I think I'd call it a personal initiative. It's nice to see how it has grown. From then, I mean, in the past, they didn't have an office. It was what we'd call a briefcase kind of arrangement. But to see it grow to now having a structured administration, having an office, and having an address is what I'd want to suggest or to call it. It's nice to see it move to that phase. That said, on the ground, it has also been something else. I remember we used to play, I think, at the sports ground somewhere near, I think near the center of the town there. And now to see the academy having transformed, they have a ground, they have moved, they've seen facilities grow up in institutions around. It's actually nice to see that these things are moving in that direction.
Our biggest achievements, I would say the top 5. One is national team representation. It's a proud moment for us. Never in this 10-year journey when I said, did I see that we would have so many players from Soroti at the national team. To have 9 out of 14 players on the national team is no mean feat. It's something that we will always be proud of. 3 cricket grounds in Soroti, starting from Soroti Sports Ground to having 3 cricket grounds, one Teso College, Madera, and the City Oval, where our boys and girls can play cricket, is something we didn't imagine. Past 2 years, those grounds have hosted national competitions.
One of our core businesses in Uganda, as Uganda Cricket Association, is running game of cricket. And to do that, of course, you'll need the people, the manpower down there, people to do the playing. So if you look at what we've done, we've tried to make sure that we have sustainable player pool at the end of the line, that is at the senior teams, at the senior team level. And with the kind of programs SCA is running and UCA wishes to run, we're seeing age group players coming through all the way from under 15 right to under 17 into under 19, and where we're seeing quite some representation, and then as well at the top. So we are trying to merge those 2 lines. Both sides are doing that. How well UCA facilitates that is what is commendable, and hopefully we can actually build on that and see any better ways to actually carry out that program right from Soroti and hopefully broader Uganda.
Then our 3 clubs from Soroti Cricket Academy, Soroti City Cricket Club for the boys and girls, and Wheeler Cricket Club playing in the National League, is something that we are so proud of. Cricket clubs were always centralized, they were always in Kampala and Jinja. Now, given the distance between Kampala and Jinja, it was quite a very big risk for someone to think of even starting a club, because the first question they will tell you is, how will the teams from Soroti travel to play in the league? We knew that it was challenging, but we told ourselves, if we don't do this, then how else will they see that Soroti players can play cricket? So our clubs started in 2016, and they are not just participating. Our clubs, Soroti City and Olida, they are the best clubs for girls in the country. Something that we are very proud of. We are national champions this year and last year. And Olida have closely come second. And our boys' side is slowly growing in the ranks.
The current success and dominance of the girls' teams can be traced back to the foundation laid by Felix Musana. By forging partnerships with established clubs and coaches active in the league at the time, he not only nurtured talent but also created opportunities for players to benefit beyond the sport. Through these collaborations, players gained access to scholarships, educational support from individuals, coaches, and clubs that not only recognized and valued their talents, but also were open to nurturing them further.
I remember Felix looked out for Coach Walsimbi to help me out with tuition.
Yeah.
It really helped me. And I don't think without Walsimbi as well, I don't think I would reach this level. Yeah. Because I remember we used to play, we travel. I remember yes, we travel. Yeah, just like the academy kids are doing it right now. Like so, Evelyn and I started. We would travel from Soroti to Kampala to play the game. And now we see that the younger, the academy players as well, the younger players, the pioneers, are doing the same thing. So for us, so for Evelyn and I, like, we understand what that is. But I also want to agree with the pioneer on how the academy has, helped, most of us grow. Not only the three of us who are here, especially when it comes to school, because the academy, it supports both sports and school. It helps you build your dreams, helps you, try and realize your dreams. If you're not
cricket and academy.
And for most of us, I'm happy, like, we're lucky that the academy is not only pro sports and does both. And like, for some people, your parents will be like, go to school, school. Like, there's no, leave sports alone. Or
read your book.
Education is the key to only, And for me, the fact that we are able to juggle both and be successful at both cricket and sport is a massive, I don't even know how to explain it. It takes a lot of discipline to be able to manage, to do your coursework, go to school, come back and then put in the work for practice. And like, it takes so much discipline, and you have to be you have to know what's happening with your teammates. So it's training tomorrow, you have to find out. So it's when do we have fitness, when do we have bronco, and then like, if you don't have the discipline, you will probably just end up
choking in either
one, mostly one. So the easy one. So, but to be able to juggle both, by the way, I'm glad that you're finishing school. Evelyn finished school. I finished school, and she'll be graduating soon. And some of the other girls will be graduating school, and that's one of the achievements that we look forward to celebrating.
Then can't forget the fact that 50 girls are studying for free annually through the partnerships we have with the schools in Soroti. Want to credit Olila High School and Light SS for giving the girl child a chance to study through the game of cricket. This is something we didn't see coming. We've been struggling with issues of player dropouts because of school fees, and these schools have for the past years been consistent in supporting our girls' studies. So it's a milestone we don't take for granted, which has enabled us achieve this success.
And the message that goes to the parents, even me, I was like someone who could not even pay school fees, but now my girl is also going to senior 6. I didn't know she would reach senior 6, so I'm very happy for that.
The women's team has greatly benefited from this arrangement. It's nice to see. I saw some of the players when I first went to Soroti, I think in 2014. It's nice to see that they have come through, and hopefully they didn't drop out. We've had that problem through the years as we've grown cricket. We find people having other preferences, be it education, be it their profession. But to see that people are actually staying in school and following on the path of playing cricket, which is actually what helped them get back into school or got them into school, it's actually nice to see. So that is one thing we'd want to see continuing to grow.
Then also the individual accolades our players have put out there. In many competitions that we go into, our girls dominate the award list. And even on international level, a girl from Soroti was the first girl to score 100 for Uganda. And she's also actually still the only girl to score 2 international hundreds for Uganda and has the highest score for Uganda at the international level. So we can't fail to acknowledge the achievements of a player like Alako Proskovia. With so many that also play with that have done and have raised our flag very high as Soroti Cricket Academy. Those are big 5 achievements that stand out for us.
As surely as night follows day, the commitment to training programs, coaching sessions, and skill-building activities in various schools remained unwavering, ensuring the continuous development, refinement, and improvement of players over time.
Academy preparing us to transition and play for club cricket started in our schools. Yeah, they would send for us coaches in the evenings to come and coach us during training time. And then also holidays, they organize coaching programs for most of us who would be around, let's say. So yeah, we would have like plenty cricket time. Would have very many games to play. Okay, it still happens now. Like we just have very many games that we'll be playing and so much training time. So this helps most of us to evolve as cricketers and be able to make it up there. So one of the challenges we face actually is competition amongst ourselves. Let's say everyone is working so hard
to make the team.
To make the team list. And you have to. Yeah. You have to be that good in order to make it on the team. Yeah. So the competition is really, really very top notch. So as a player, you make sure your ability to perform better than the rest to be chosen on that team is really like high.
I wouldn't say I played club before the academy.
Yeah.
So just the transition from like just being able to play now for academy, for me I feel like they were able to like I had the support of Esther, of Felix, and the other senior girls on the team, and also the coaches that we had them. So it was easy. I had a bit of experience in that area. So just for me, captaining it was challengers. Yes. So it just having people who give you the support, who believe in you and by then it was mainly Felix, and I knew mainly Felix and Esther. I'm the coach. Then Peter, the general for Peter, I think, and what was the manager's name? Aston. Yes. Yeah. So I mentioned I even know. Yes. Yeah. So just having the support from that, and having, like she said, so the players have to work hard to make it here, and then when they come here, it's now the role of the senior players on the team to guide, and maybe just having that sense of risk, like that you have to be responsible for the youngsters on the team and all. Yeah. So that also, like, it forces you to grow up and take charge of the team.
It did not take long for the planted seed to bear fruit, and just as scripture says in Galatians chapter 6 verse 9, in due season we shall reap if we do not give up. Milestones began to be reached, marking the fulfillment of a vision sown with faith, effort, and determination.
2019, Olila Cricket Club versus Light SS Girls Schools Cricket Week Final. Precious. It's the day we put a mark out there. For the first time, only 2 schools from Soroti played and found themselves in the finals. Big moment. Another one that really stands out for me is Josmir Apio. What a player. Why Apio is special is that in 2015 and 2016, Apio broke all kinds of records in the Uganda Ladies National League and inspired so many girls to work as hard. This girl was gifted. In 2016, if I recall, in the National Ladies League Division 2, when Olila Cricket Club started, Apio was named Best Batter, Best Bowler, Best Fielder, MVP. That's how much dominant she was. And her call to the national team inspired so many of the girls that have joined her later to play the game of cricket. Just imagine being in school, you're in senior 2, and there's a girl so exceptional in senior 4 with you, traveling countries, coming back home, you're playing the same club with her, hard worker, disciplined. She shaped the way girls viewed cricket in Soroti and inspired many of them. I think through her, many girls were attached to the academy, hoping that I wish I can be a PO.
When we came for the bubble here in Entebbe, after you people played the Botswana tour, people were banned. Like I think
when we came back.
Yeah. Some players were banned from the team, and then we were called. Yeah, we were called instead of those other guys who were banned. So when we went to Namibia for the first time, and I got to play the game with you guys. Oh my God, it was such
You played every single game. You played all the games.
Yeah. The first game, I didn't get I didn't ball much. Yeah. But I think I batted that game. And me and you even, we had a partnership of I think 20 runs that game. So coach the next game was like, this girl must play. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, thank you. So they give me the ball. And that's when I picked like, I think 6 wickets in that game. Mm-hmm. We lost the game, but there were positives to take home. Yeah. So yeah, after that game, I think I kind of showed my capabilities. And yeah.
Definitely. The other one that we can't miss is Apio. Definitely was a follow-up to Evelyn Anyipo, a pioneer player, but Evelyn was only with us. She played 2014 and 2015 and left, so many of the girls didn't get a chance to interact with us so much. But Apio was in our school program for a period of 3 years, then went to university and stayed with us. So very many girls, up to the time until when she ended her cricket career, was inspirational.
Apia Just Mary was a beast.
Yeah, I think a beast would be the right term.
Oh my God. My impression, like, okay, so I played with her. I played at our first ever qualification to the global qualifiers. Apia Just Mary was part of that team. And I was concerned for this girl, but she was, again, a beast. She was very strong, very tough, very fast, very, like, everyone would look at a PO and they're like, how do you manage?
Yeah.
Like, she can train for the whole week, Monday to Friday, and she's bowling over and over, and she can have her back splitting apart of an injury or something, like not splitting literally, like her back will be aching, but Apia is bowling. In fact, if you don't make Apia bowl, you might have the worst day on the field that day. End of story. She just wanted to bowl, and she was more of a beast, a very passionate beast at that. Her job was to bowl.
Yeah.
Specialist to opening bowler for the team. So
I'm pretty sure every time, as most of us who played with her, as she was bowling to a certain batter, you feel like, God save that batter.
I know, yeah.
Because honestly,
she loved
the type of aggression you'd see her coming to bowl with was exceptional.
Yeah.
I think apart from her, I haven't seen it anywhere.
Yeah, it's rare now to see someone who bowls like Apia used to.
She was really exceptional.
No,
and in SCA, whether you've met Apio or not, you have to know who Apio Joyce Mary was.
Like, she should have like her name engraved somewhere. So that everyone goes like, who is this Apio?
And third one being our cricket clubs being established and shining. they've shown for years. I don't know whether that can count as one, but it's a proud moment that we have clubs from Soroti playing cricket.
These experiences and countless others that remain unmentioned have left an indelible mark on everyone involved. It has been a wild yet beautiful journey, from consecutive appearances in the school's cricket week finals for Olila High School and Light Secondary School to breaking the dominance of Aziz Damani in the local league, to name just a few. And who could forget the numerous under-19 girls who have risen through their ranks to represent Uganda on the international stage. These moments are a testament to the Academy's transformative impact on the players and the sport.
My most unforgettable moment at Soroti Cricket Academy was a game, if I'm to say, a game against a team that everyone thought would be unbeaten, and that was Aziz Damani. It was a game of Olila Cricket Club against Aziz Damani Cricket Club. We felt we could not win the game, yeah, but we believed in ourselves and gave our best. And why it's a moment that I will never forget is that the game, like the two games, were all in my hands, and I took the team home. So it's a moment I feel like I can never forget, because we made history in the country.
The unforgettable moment in cricket, let me talk about in training session and the match game, is whereby when I was training with my coach, I was having some training session here, and I told my coach that, coach, the day I'll hit a 4 or a 6 in a game, it will mark the beginning of me hitting 4s and 6s. And indeed, when I went for a match, the first match we had, the try matches we had in Soroti Academy ground here, Soroti, I entered for a game, but I played 1-4 only like this, and that marked the beginning of me playing 4s, and even the 6 I hit, and that marked the beginning of me hitting 6s. So that's an unforgettable moment.
I think my most memorable moment was during COVID. Yeah, so all of us know that during COVID, people are not working, we are not training much. Then, of course, getting food was the hardest part. People were not eating in homes and so. So one day I was just on my own at home. We get a call. They're like, guys, come to the academy. There is food. Oh my God. Yeah, it was so exciting. Like, I mean, the excitement that I just told my mom, wait for me, today we are eating, right? Yeah, and I went to the academy. Went there, we got really, really lots of food supplies, and this is because of ACS. So yeah, I'm really, really grateful to them. That I think one of my most memorable moments.
Me, I think first was when they called us to join the Wanderers Cricket Club.
Yeah.
It was actually, I was surprised. I was like, hey, how is it possible that I'm going to play with, those big girls playing for the national team?
My favorite memories was being asked to play for Soroti. I think it was Soroti Challengers, even though it was Mr. Vahid's club or something, but it was some of the girls were also part of the academy, and
the name is Soroti.
Yes, in Soroti. So for me, I had to make a decision to change club, and just the fact that Felix had asked me to lead the team or something, for me I felt okay. This is fun. This is interesting. Then I get to play with some of the Soroti kids, some like give back to yes, even though it was a tough decision to make, but I felt like for me that was probably my favorite. One of the best decisions. It took me an idea, because I had to really think about it, and so at the end of it I was like, this Wanderers, yes,
And then you were on fire.
Yes. Yeah, it was a tough, but one of my favorite things to favorite choices. Like, I was glad that I was able to also.
I think we were the only two girls who left Wanderers.
By
Soroti Challengers.
Yeah, but also just one of it was maybe not at the academy, but I think it was your selection.
For the national.
Yeah.
I remember. Yes. That was the first time we just came back when we were going to Omtech, right?
Yeah, I think maybe not. It was from the very very first one.
When you guys came back over from India.
Just no, not that one. You were on the team way before that. Like your very very first selection. Do you even remember? I'm sure you like.
Think about it. It was the first one. Oh my god. That's when we went to Namibia.
Yeah.
It was a Namibia too.
Yeah. So having the squad, you know,
Soroti in the
oh, stay calm, don't stay calm.
I know.
It is often said that the most rewarding journeys are never easy, and the story of SCA is no exception. Over the past 10 years, this incredible journey has been marked not only by triumphs but also by its fair share of setbacks, challenges, and hurdles.
Number one was my transfer. I was transferred from Soroti and deployed in Kampala when our program was 9 months old. This definitely hit us big time because I just said a baby and I had to abandon it. So at that point I was very worried and scared that I don't think this program can continue now that I'm no longer in Soroti. That stands out because it's what built this resilience for us to keep going, even whether I'm not around. Cricket has been played. 2 loss of key staff at critical points in our journey were challenging. I lost a partner in 2015. He got busy with work. My partner Peter Jangole, he got busy with work and could not support. And in that same period, I was also my transfer had come in, so we really struggled to have someone on ground. So it was a very big worry and concern that how shall we continue running this? And also the same thing happened in 2023, where I lost 2 key coaches that have been part of the program for some good period of time.
So in terms of leadership, of course, as you can imagine, having an undertaking like this for 10 years does not come without any challenges. We're the organization that is empowering the youth for tomorrow. We are deliberately getting young people to be able to fulfill their full potential, and that includes leadership. So the challenge we have right now, and it's actually starting to turn out well, is to get more leaders from the academy setup. Currently we have coaches, we have administrators, we have people who are running big parts of the academy that are through the academy setup. So that's a challenge we continue to contend with and ensure that we walk the talk. And yeah, our dream is that the sustenance and the solvency of the academy is from the beneficiaries of the academy themselves.
It tested us and it was really a tough period for us, but this is something that we are able to overcome.
The departure of long-serving coaches who had been instrumental in the academy's activities was a significant blow, sparking a wave of concern among schools, some parents and some teachers about the continuity of the programs. Yet, as the well-known saying goes, in adversity lies opportunity. Even in the face of challenges, there is a chance to rise stronger, provided one remains focused and avoids dwelling on what has been lost. With this mindset, the academy quickly moved to reassure stakeholders from schools, parents, and to the young boys and girls that the programs would continue uninterrupted. True to its promise, the academy not only sustained its operations, but thrived by tapping into the abundant local talent to support training programs. Moreover, it introduced new strategies to elevate player development, including the institution of high performance camps, ensuring that the academy never looked back and continued to grow from strength to strength.
3, we had so many players drop out from our program. It was really demotivating. We had players get challenges, early pregnancies, talented player. You've put in so much, you have a lot of hope in them, but circumstances happen. They become mothers at an early age, and it was demotivating because you have a lot of hope in the place. So there was this worry that what if this trend continues and all your hard work goes to waste? Finances cannot be ignored because this program, all through that journey, has required some good substantial financial support to keep things running. And many times you find yourself on the wall and ask yourself, is it worth it? Should I continue with this? But by the grace of God, He has guided and ensured that we are able to move through for these 10 years. Then also, last but not least, is equipment. You may have the players to play cricket, but if you don't have the equipment, they can't play the game. But we struggled with that, but we're lucky that the bare minimums we've had to improvise and work with what we have over this journey. Those are the key challenges, and COVID was also a trying time for us because it was an environment that we were not used to. For the first time, our players were at home and we could not move to see them. And as a result, we lost touch, and some of them, we've never seen them again during the COVID period. Some became mothers. It was really tough. It was really tough.
My name is Richard Oluka. I am a board member of the Soroti Cricket Academy, and I also serve as the president of the Soroti Cricket Academy Fans Club. The idea of the Fans Club was given birth to during the coronavirus lockdown, where I got an opportunity to interact very closely with Felix Musana, the chairman and founder of the Soroti Cricket Academy. I'm a cricket fan. I love the game and I've played it before. So I was following the activities of Soroti Cricket Academy until when COVID-19 happened, and we luckily enough, he was my neighbor, and so we all like working out. And so what happened is we got an opportunity to work out together, and I had an opportunity to share very closely. He shared very closely about the Soroti Cricket Academy, and that's when we started thinking about how we could actually support him. He had been running these activities on his own, using his own resources, which is not a simple thing. And so during that time, we discussed and shared ideas on how exactly we can be able to support. And among the things that we discussed was how we can bring funds on board, as many people as possible. And so we thought about the Fans Club, and that's when it started. And from since then, 2020 to 2021, the Fans Club has been running, and they've been supportive since then. So that's exactly how the Fans Club came on board. I'm sure you have heard that the dream, the concept of Soroti Cricket Academy started as simply a sport, you know, helping the girls, the community in Soroti to play the sport. That's how Felix, the chairman, started this project, and there was no concern about anything else. For as long as he was able to mobilize a few girls and boys to come to the pitch and play the game, that was it. But one thing that we realized later and appreciated was the fact that we could not thrive at what we were doing or what he was doing if we do not address the challenges that we faced, that community faces. Soroti and Teso is as most of you may know, is also a patriarchal community. So there are a lot of issues related to social injustices, gender-based violence, and things like that. And so we felt if we do not pay attention to what, say, these players go through, especially when they're out of the cricket environment, then I don't think we'd even be talking about the 10 years now.
The relentless determination to persevere through setbacks became a driving force, inspiring innovation and adaptation in the Academy's programs. These efforts were designed to ensure that the Academy's primary stakeholders, the players, received holistic support, equipping them not only to excel in cricket, but also navigate pressing challenges, such as the rising incidence of teenage pregnancies and other vices reported to have surged during the COVID-19 pandemic. The invaluable lessons learned during this time have profoundly influenced the way the Academy conducts its activities. They have also highlighted the importance of collaboration, leading to a concerted effort to identify and partner with like-minded organizations and individuals who share SCA's vision of empowering young people through sport and fostering resilience in the face of adversity.
I have a lot of positives to say about the Academy. It's not only, changed my life as a cricketer or something, but it's taught me a lot of things even outside of cricket. Like I'm able to lead the setup, and that leading a team comes with a lot of responsibilities. You have to look out for the young players on the team, and having that responsibility, for youngsters, being a role model for them. It's taught me patience, resilience, so I think those are all the qualities that you will need to manage life even outside of cricket. So it's been a great journey for me, and lots to learn, and we're still learning. So I'm just happy that I'm able to be a part of it.
For me, I think I've also learned a lot. Like through the Academy, I've learned how to be more disciplined and hardworking. Like we've been able to work together as a team. You learn how to be persevering. You get, like when they put in training sessions, you have class in the morning, you have training later in the evening. But
yes.
like the coach comes and it's all on you, but then you have to make sure you can train, you have to do class later. The Academy has also helped most of us in our confidence. Like personally, I've been able to, let's say, play in bigger levels. Let's say when playing for the national team, you have the confidence to hold that bat and go in the middle there when like the whole world is watching you. Then you have to go there and you're going to play, and all this credit goes to the Academy.
Soroti Cricket Academy made me learn that in life you have to put hard work, because hard work beats talent, the talent doesn't work hard. So in whatever thing that I do outside my life, I know that I have to do everything to my best, like put all my efforts and get what I want.
The Academy has really helped me right from the start. I don't think I would reach this far in the Academy. I remember Chairman kept on looking for me. I missed out on under 23. I felt like it has really brought me this far, and then it has helped me like to be a family, like we are family.
So we thought about how we could also contribute towards addressing those other challenges that they encounter or experience outside the cricket community. But it wasn't easy, because Felix had been running this, or he actually runs this with resources from his pocket. And so we thought about partnerships. When I got the opportunity to interact with him deeply and also understand the story and the sacrifices that this man had made, by then I was employed with Trocare. And so my country director at that time was a huge cricket fan. I got an opportunity to share with him this remarkable story, this wonderful story that had been started by Felix. And he offered to give us some 5,000 euros. I remember that was one of the most significant special moments. And what that money did was to raise awareness against gender-based violence. So we had an opportunity to work with Trocare and address GBV related issues through awareness. Then there's been so many other partners. Very recently, we're also very lucky to get into a partnership to do more or less the same thing. But this time around, we're also focusing on vocational skilling, especially for the girls that have dropped out of school. We're not fortunate to stay in school, and so there's so many challenges that they face or experience in their communities, they dropped out. Like I said, we could not do anything else without paying a lot of attention to their environment outside cricket. Remember, you engage them for a few hours on the pitch, but after that they have to go back home. You don't know what they experience. But one thing that I would say is public knowledge is that there is a lot of gender-based violence in Soroti and Teso as a community, where there's so many cases of early marriages. There are so many cases of forced marriages, economic violence, emotional violence. So when we sat down and started brainstorming on how the academy can do more than just cricket, so that we try to establish an environment that is enabling, that is going to ensure that once a girl comes onto the pitch, they don't have to think about what they went through last night, because it's not happening anymore. So we started having those conversations, and we got into different activities. We moved out from the traditional cricket support and said, okay, cricket is only going to thrive. These girls are going to perform. These young boys are going to perform on the pitch if they also have an environment outside of the game that is conducive. Through the awareness that we've done with support from various partners, including Trocare, but also the individual support that has been coming in, the career guidance that Soroti Cricket Academy has been able to provide, we've seen some positive outcomes. We've seen girls becoming more confident, joining this fight, speaking out about some of these social injustices. We are proud to speak about some of the girls that were once, toddlers, and now you can see them speaking very confidently, reaching out to their parents, reaching out to the school administration, and asking them to join, this fight to address some of these challenges. Cricket has been, I would say, has been a huge success story because the young girls in school, once they see, players that have benefited from this program. There's so many players. For example, Kulume Fiona, Kiteng. These are people that are traveling the world because of the game. And we keep reminding them that if you want to be part of, if you want to be like those girls, it doesn't take any special talent. We just simply want you to be in school. And so I like the approach that we've used, working with schools and ensuring that we emphasize to the players that education is extremely important. That is the space in which you should be if you want to benefit from the cricket, from cricket, but also if you want to make your life better. So that alone has forced them or pushed them to ensure that they stay in school, but also bringing the other stakeholders on board, like the parents. I would say parents are one of our most important stakeholders, and reminding them that the role they have to play is extremely important, ensuring that they support these girls. So through that, the conversations that we've had with the parents, the interventions that we've been able to implement with support from Trocare, we've significantly minimized the impact of some of these social injustices on our programs.
when I look at where I'm coming from. I know I'm blessed, and I close my eyes and smile. Sometimes I feel like the richest man in Babylon, and I've done my best, so everything's alright inside. Oh, every morning.
It's good to do something you love. I've never regretted being in the academy, and I think because of I'm passionate. I love the game, and I love cricket. It's the reason that I keep going. The challenge comes in when you into this kind of work and you're expectant that 2-3 years I'll get people to hold my hand. It doesn't work like that.
Oh, every morning I rise, I stare at the sun. I know it is a blessing. So when the evening comes, I lift up my eyes to the hills. I'm blessed, oh man. With my 2 hands in the air as far as I can.
I can't even say if I'm to look back and I was a younger version of myself, I think I'll still do the same thing, because these were uncharted waters. Some people don't understand how tough opening an academy, taking a game that cricket, people have not understood the history of the game of cricket in the country. In Uganda, cricket was played in Jinja and Kampala. We've taken the game 320 kilometers out of the capital. We never had anyone to benchmark with. This game is not in big regions like Mbale, it's not in Mbarara, it's not in Bunyu, in Hoima, it is not in West Nile, it's not in Kabale. So we were starting from zero. We had no one to say, hey, how the guys in Guru, how did they do it? So it's just passion. My passion just always ensured there was a way. There was a way. And not over focusing on the regrets, but just remaining positive that, you know what, this can work, let's keep trying. Yeah, so I think that's, for me, that's what makes a difference. Have a bigger dream, stay focused on your goal. Trust me, along the way, people will see that that your work is genuine, and they will come on board.
So running a program like this on just one individual's resources is not easy. But over time, through the conversations that we've had, we've continuously brainstormed on how we can lessen that burden, reduce that burden from him as much as possible. So the biggest challenge, which is still a challenge, the financial resources, but I'm happy to share that he has a lot more support than he had in 2014 when he started implementing this remarkable idea. The partnerships that we've gotten into have helped out a lot, and we hope that we can still be able to bring more people on board.
Growth is usually infinite. It's at the end of the day, it depends on the person who is trying to nurture the growth. And if we look at it at the moment, things look in the right direction. So I see the future bright. I believe if we continue this partnership, if UCA keeps chipping in as they're done, and the SCA keeps putting their work on the ground, I know the future looks much brighter than what it is today, and hopefully we can have this discussion maybe in another 5-10 years.
What we struggled with for the 5-6 years to try and put our name on there, and I'm happy that right now, as we are talking, that many people out there will say, I like what Soroti Academy is doing, and I want to be part of them. Yeah, it takes a lot of, it's not easy, but it's now easy for the people that are trying to do this in other regions, because they have a model they can benchmark with.
No one could believe like it would reach this level where it is right now. We have come from far, and I really want to thank chairman, Mr. Felix Musana, and the rest of the people who have stood by him. Because if it was someone else, I don't think that person would still have the energy, yeah, to bring that academy up to this level. First of all, handling a girl child is hard. It's really hard. So you have to actually be there as a parent. How are you going to handle a girl child? How are you going to handle boys? Yeah, to keep on being there in academy, to play. You have to balance school and sport. And also, how are you going to talk to the parents of the kids? How can they believe in you? To allow the kids to come in, to join the academy. So I feel like the academy has come from far and they're still supporting the players. And the parents have believed in the academy. They've supported them, bit off the ground and in the ground.
The academy, I would say, has made a lot of progress. It's getting better. That's the good news. We still have a lot of challenges, but it's getting better. We started with just engaging individuals, friends in form of funds, and then from there we're able to get our first grant that I would say we implemented very successfully. So what I'm confident about is that the story has grown bigger. The story has spread very widely. And there are a lot of good things that have happened, and so we just keep learning from these engagements that we've had, and we are continuing to pursue the partnership model, bringing as many people on board as possible. But also there is an opportunity with the Fans Club. We want to grow the fans base as much as possible. You know, there is power in numbers. We have a few fans, and we think we can actually make that number bigger. There are very many people that don't even understand cricket. They may not even love cricket, but they connect with a story. They connect with a purpose, with a message. And so having those people on board and explaining to them that there's a lot more that we do in terms of transforming a girl, in terms of transforming this marginalized or vulnerable boy, is very helpful. So there's an opportunity in that. But also the other thing that I'm proud to share is that we have so many girls that, of course, have been transformed. Their lives have changed positively because of their interaction or being part of the Soroti Cricket Academy. And so there's an opportunity in that. I don't think there's anyone who will tell the story better than someone that has been transformed by this story. And so we'll continue to pursue these partnerships. We just need to market this story, spread it as much as possible, and reach out to potential partners. I'm sure if we grow that, it will get a little easier for especially Felix and then the few that are supporting. So I think the future is bright, and I'm sure it's going to get better from this point.
One of the most core values of the academy is family. Yeah, and because of family, most of us have been helped by people who are not even closely related to us in any way. So I think through that, I've also learned that it's just good to help. It's good to help people who you think need the help, right? Yeah. But also, because of this kind of help from the academy, I was able to complete my university year successfully. Yeah, they were providing us with accommodation, food, and all the things that were able to, help us through our journey of campus. Me and a few friends of mine. Yeah.
When we revamped our structure, it's good that SCA was already in the progress of doing what they're doing. So when we revamped our structure about 2-3 years ago, it's something we picked out and said, look here, we've learned that this is what works in the professional countries, in the senior countries. When we come down here, much as we don't have that kind of money, we can actually pick a leaf from how SCA has done its business and hopefully try and build on that. And It's working for us in the West. It's working for us in the northern part of the country, and other places we're trying to build. So I'll just pick one aspect. One of the things we're trying to pull out there is try and encourage the partnerships with the schools. The bursaries are coming through. It's nice to see the cricketers who are coming through having some background of education. Not to say that the underprivileged who don't have a chance to get to school are not proper cricketers, no. But at the end of the day, it is nice to see people having gone through school and actually understand what it takes to play at a certain level of cricket.
If you're having an academy, try to be with your players. Walk the journey with your players, understand your players. Know who they are, where do they come from, who are their parents, how are they performing in school. Be with them. It makes a huge difference because you get a chance, you have partners that can support you in ensuring you have a fine product of a player. It's what for us in Soroti that something that we really pay close attention to. We are with the parents. We believe in the saying that it takes a whole village to raise a child. And also too, I believe we believe in results. We believe in actions speak louder. And so we believe in an angle that let's do our work first, then it will get rewarded. I think also this makes a difference. When people start academies with this whole, with this huge belief that in 2-3 years, I should be able to get funding without results yet. Our academy, we've been patient, we believed in processes, we believed in organizing ourselves so that when the time comes for partners to want to join us, we have a strong foundation. So we believe in do the work first and try to do, by the time you choose to do something like this, love it. That is the only way it can pay you back. In my view, my joy is seeing our cricketers being responsible people out there, being role models. That's my profit, that's my joy. But if you come into this kind of work expecting it may pay my salary, I'll get profit, it becomes tough on you in case 2-3 years it's not getting into that kind of direction. It becomes very challenging. So for me, those 3 things are very key for anyone who wants to have an academy like ours.
As we continue to marvel at the remarkable vision and dedication of Musana Felix, the Academy cannot fully articulate the depth of its gratitude for the unwavering support it has received and grown with over the past decade. Partners like the Uganda Cricket Association, FAMI, Trocare, Batbo, the fans, and most recently, the MasterCard Foundation have all played pivotal roles in this journey. Much has been achieved, but much more remains to be done. At the 10-year mark, the Academy sees the glass as more than half full, a testament of the progress made and potential that lies ahead. With optimism and determination, the Academy extends a call to current and prospective partners to join hands in empowering young women and girls through sport, creating opportunities that transform lives in meaningful and lasting ways.
If you interacted with my friends at university, I never saw myself in this kind of work. I never ever imagined that I would actually be doing this kind of work. At least I knew I loved cricket, and I'd seen myself maybe the best I could do is support someone play cricket. That was it. But the Academy has made me a parent. Hundreds of young girls and boys call me Papa. They call me Chairman. It has given me responsibilities that I never imagined, I think which have shaped me because I've interacted with those players. I have seen where they come from. I've interacted with their parents, and it has changed my view about life, which I feel made me become an older person at a very young age. Because I started paying school fees before I go to my children. So it has given me responsibilities, it has made me a parent, it has changed the way I look at things. I'm now thinking sustainability. I'm thinking of how do I approach and get partners that can join this cause? How can we impact more lives? So if it wasn't for the academy, the thoughts would have been me and my family. But now I feel a proud man because beyond my family, I have a huge family of around 2,000 boys and girls out there who look up to my leadership to see how I can guide and make their lives better. And to the thousands that have passed through our hands that through our work view life in a different way. They've given me a greater meaning to life. That's what my academy has done. It has given me a deeper meaning to life. I feel I can add to humanity through the work I'm doing rather than focus on my inner self. And it's something that it's challenging, but it's very, very rewarding knowing that you've made someone's life better. And trust me, I don't take it for granted when I see the messages from these players calling me Papa. For what we've been able to do, we've done it with meager resources. And I think it's all out there for everyone to see what with the little that we have, we've been able to do.
You can't be happier than what has happened for Soroti Cricket Academy. 10 years is not a walk in the park. 10 years of a few guys coming together and having a vision for a certain sub-region is also not a walk in the park. So at the end of the day, kudos to all, and hopefully this doesn't stop today, and hopefully this goes on for years and years to come.
We also request the various potential donors and partners to join and participate in our activities. We normally have an annual dinner every year where we award and celebrate our milestones. During these dinners and awards, we've always reached out to various partners to attend these events. It's one of the ways that you partners can get to understand the SES story and be part of. Then we also have fundraising initiatives that we keep sharing on various platforms where the academy communicates on social media, on our website. So to all those that are listening to this, those are entry points on how you can be part of this. Check out our website, check out our social media for daily updates on what is happening in Soroti Academy.
The beauty is we don't charge membership fees. This is work that is driven by the genuine love for being part of a journey where people are happy to see that lives of people that are vulnerable are transformed. You're giving them the confidence, you're giving them hope. And so anyone who shares in that kind of vision, anyone who has who has that desire to help out, to support, is welcome. We are using cricket as a means, but cricket is not, again, like I said, it's not an end in itself. And so for us, what we want to see ultimately is a transformed young woman or man, an empowered youth.
One of the biggest things we're looking out for is partnerships. We need to give exposure. We need to give exposure to these players with giving them opportunities to play in other academies around the world so that they can get better. Yes, we've done work in Soroti, but we believe we can partner with clubs and academies in countries like South Africa, India, Australia, England, so that we create playing opportunities for these people to have a clear career path so that they can take the game to the higher level. I believe it's something that we are exploring big time, and I believe in the 10 years it's something we want to focus on, to give them opportunities to now really, for those that can, to pursue through partnerships and placement opportunities for them to excel. Another key thing that we are looking out for is we need to have a proper high performance facility in Soroti, a cricket ground that is grass wicket with all the facilities necessary for people to play cricket. It's our biggest dream, and we believe through collaborations with key stakeholders, we believe it's something that we can pull off in the 10 years, so that players in Soroti don't see a reason to come to Kampala or Jinja, because they will have the best of the best with them there in Soroti. And also, we're looking at collaborations with other interested NGOs that can support us make the lives of our cricketers better. To us, those are in our next 10 years. That's where we want to focus our energies. How do we work with other non-government organizations? How do we, for sustainability of our programs, how do we partner with clubs and academies out there in the world? And also, how do we set up facilities to make sure our players play this game of cricket with the best facilities?
You can reach out to Felix Musana, the chairman and founder. You can also reach out to me, the fund's president. So it's very easy. Anyone that connects with the story, that resonates with what we stand for, and has the desire to support and be part of this wonderful effort and journey to transform a life is welcome. We do not ask for any form of, we don't have membership fees. So that is, it's as easy as that. Special thanks to those that are standing with us, those that have stood with us since we implemented the fund's idea. Thank you so much for your patience. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for everything. Please don't get tired. We'll continue reaching out. We'll continue knocking on your doors, but we'll ensure that we share these successes, these success stories that we have collectively, you and I, with your support, contributed towards.